All right, just gonna check on the progress on the F350 here. So everything went back together pretty good. Didn't really have any major issues or anything like that. Really, all I got left is just the air filter. So I did have this one side valve cover off, this driver's side, and two of the bolts, the valve cover bolts, were stripped. Now I see that quite a bit, and it usually doesn't really cause that much of a problem. So I put them in the best I can, and that's that. It looked like it might have been weeping a little bit, but they generally don't leak all that much. It's just splash in there. There's no real pressure underneath it. But yeah, I'll have to find these guys here and throw the filter in, and everything's good. Oil's changed, fuel filters are changed. Got that new that high pressure kit in the pump, and that went down real nice. I didn't have any troubles with that. Again, we swapped out that one rail. I had a look at the top O-rings. They looked okay to me. So yeah, I'm really hoping that done did the trick. So yeah, still got to torque the wheels. So this tank, I couldn't get that skid plate off the other truck. Well, I got it off, but I couldn't get it out from under, and it's too mucky for me to bring my skid steer in and pick it up. So I did get that strap to pick that tank up. Now, the big problem here, well, not really a big problem, but is that when I got that tank sitting up, like 8 inches higher, so it's level, now there's no fuel in it. So, right away, so it's on forced power. It started off showing just over a quarter tank, and now it's showing empty because all the fuel went to the other side where the level is not. So yeah, it's still working the air out. I'll have to take it for a good drive. It didn't catch any funny codes or anything like that. So they usually will have a long crank for a while. Very, very normal when they get put back together. So it's making lots of fuel pressure now, which is good. Likes that blue spring. Running very nicely. Likes the new oil. So now that I know certain things are good, if we do have a little bit of a problem, we can make it work. But yeah, it's very responsive. It's running super good. It still does drop down though a little bit faster than I like. So yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go pick up some fuel and some other parts for another project. I did check the plug. The plug works just fine. We got the stupid key out of the spare tire, so it'll just work with your stock jacks. I'm really surprised that we made it on this belt. That thing was got your money's worth out of whoever got their money's worth out of that one. I also had to buff out all the pulleys. They were really rusty and shitty looking, and I didn't want to see another belt go, so I cleaned up those pulleys really well. And the antifreeze. The antifreeze looked absolutely terrible. So I changed the antifreeze, the coolant, because I had to dump that out to do the EGR delete kit. And so it's got new coolant, it's got new oil, new fuel filters, blue spring, an EGR delete, and properly mounted pump. And I guess now, what else do we have to do? We got the steering stabilizer shock, spare tires dealt with, the tank is dealt with, it's in there safely, and we fixed that vent that was broke off. ABS wire's done, the vacuum line's done. It's not just running constantly. When I get it out on the road, I'll see if the auto 4-wheel drive works, and put a little bit of grease into her in the front end wherever we could. And yeah, I'd say it's ready for filter and torque these wheels, get it off the jacks. I'll go for a quick rip once there's a little bit more fuel in it, and we'll see what she does. But I'm expecting good results. And nonetheless, all that other chassis stuff was super important to do. Now it's actually safe. But yeah, I'll update you as soon as I get her on the road.